Hey, welcome to the podcast. Today we're going to explore the visit of Elijah preceding the second coming. That is just about all we're going to cover in the 3rd Nephi chapter 25 edition of Help Me Understand the Book of Mormon. That's because 3rd Nephi chapter 25, if you are live on the Facebook or watching the Facebook or YouTube video, is only 6 verses long. This is a good one if you're like, I got to read a chapter every day and it's late and you're tired. Open up to this one and you can read it in 6 verses. But we do want to dive into the, help you better understand the content of 3rd Nephi chapter 25. This, of course, is the first and only podcast to go through every chapter of the Book of Mormon, just trying to help you better understand it. I hope you'll share it. If you have the podcast, you can share it using that little square with the arrow that points up. And I think you know how to share stuff on Facebook and out on YouTube. So appreciate the shares. That's the only way that we have expanded, getting more people to participate with this is by you guys sharing it. So I appreciate that. If this is helpful for you, I hope that you will share it with somebody else that you think it might be helpful for. So let's dive in. Verse 1. The day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud and they that do wickedly shall be as stubble. This is a reference to the second coming. The Son of Righteousness will come with healing in his wings, and ye shall go forth and grow up as calves in the stall. That's verse 2. This is second coming, right? Second coming is this great separation. Verse 1 is kind of like, oh my gosh, this is bad. Burn as an oven, the day shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, and leave neither root nor branch. That's bad. On the other side, verse 2, the Son of Righteousness will arise with healing in his wings. And that sounds very pleasant and peaceful, and I guess that's the part of the second coming that we hopefully look forward to. Now, fast forward then to verse 5, I will send you Elijah, the prophet, before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. And he shall turn the hearts of the fathers to the children, the hearts of the children to the fathers. We know that this prophecy has been fulfilled. If you go to section 110 of the Doctrine and Covenants, this is immediately following the dedication of the Kirtland Temple. Joseph Smith there with Sidney Rigdon, Oliver Cowdery, not Sidney, Oliver. And verse 13, they'd had a couple of visions, and a previous vision where Elias is there closes. It says in 13, Elijah, the prophet who was taken up to heaven without tasting death, stood before us. And then he quotes, saying the time has fully come, which has been spoken of by the prophet Malachi. And he then quotes that, saying that Elijah would come, turn the hearts of the fathers to the children and children to the fathers. So 3rd Nephi chapter 25 in part has been fulfilled. The coming of Elijah has happened. The spirit of Elijah, of course, is moving across the earth, and you can see that in the temple work that's done, the temple building that is done, just incredible work that has, and improvements that have been done in genealogy and family history work, as the spirit of Elijah works to turn the hearts of the fathers to the children and the children to the fathers, prior to the great and dreadful day of the Lord, the second coming. And that's 3rd Nephi chapter 25, a couple of promises from God. 1, that he's coming back, and 2, that before he does, he will send Elijah. And we know that that promise has been fulfilled, and we continue to have faith and believe that Christ will return with healing in his wings. And we spend every day of our lives, right, striving and trying to be more like the Savior, and to look forward to that healing that will come only from the Savior. Hopefully that helps you better understand 3rd Nephi chapter 25. Thanks so much. This has helped me understand the Book of Mormon.